Alrighty. We are live, it seems. Let me put it out there when we get here going.
Oh yeah, I just got it. All right.
Yep, alright. Let me put it out there for all my loyal friends and followers here on the social media.
And I'll keep track on the comments.
The new photo in the background, Dan O'Brien.
Yes, it's right over my shoulder there, like right next to, right underneath the signed AJ.
So where'd you put the? Oh, there I see him. Never mind.
Yeah, I moved the Lucha Bros to the door there.
You have a graphic now. That's awesome.
I've had that a couple weeks.
MCF and you.
Well, I haven't been on the show in a while, and nor do I do the simultaneous viewing.
Fair enough. But yeah, I put the little graphic down there. Because here I'm gonna break the fourth wall. Like when we had all the technical issues, I had to reinstall everything, and I can't get rid of the camera watermark, but I can cover it up with my graphic, and now it looks even cooler. So, hello everyone, and welcome to this.
SC. We got an SC fucking you from Raybo 98.
Ray in the house is you. Welcome to this week's edition, as I keep putting this out on social media, of the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, and we are joined this week by Easy.
What's going on, everybody?
And Eric Wade.
SCU, but then I'm gonna have to change it to North Cal.
Oh, that's going to be bad. That's not going to be good at all. But anyway, so we have quite the big episode coming up. We have, first of all, the probably as much as I love AEW, I'm going to be completely honest. The big thing in wrestling this week is from WWE. The Royal Rumble is coming up on Sunday. It is probably regardless of company alignment, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. Always get excited for the Royal Rumble. This is the most I've been excited about anything WWE related since last year's Royal Rumble. And we're going to be having a lot of Royal Rumble themed things on this channel. We have our podcast that dropped yesterday where we gave our Mount Rushmore of Royal Rumbles, and got another one next Wednesday, dealing with Royal Rumbles as well. So keep your eye out for that. But also, in addition to talking about AEW Dynamite, we are going to give our Royal Rumble predictions, and we will be running a contest for the Royal Rumble this year. We'll be running a predictions giveaway, so keep your eye out on the social media pages for that. But if you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I met Easy, and I met Eric at All In. We love wrestling. We love talking wrestling. We became friends because of wrestling, but we're just fans, just like each and every one of you out there. We're not insiders. We avoid insider terms because at the end of the day, our opinions are just that of yours. We are just a bunch of marks. And because the Royal Rumble is so big, and because it's probably going to take a while to do our predictions, we met Ray there too, but we're trying to make it seem like we have a big fan base, and you're just one of the people that found me. Just kidding, bud.
Ouch.
I'm kidding. Ray's gotten a lot of figures, be it from winning the contest or Eric donating his figures to Ray. So. But again, we're going to break from our normal tradition, our normal format. We're going to talk Dynamite first, and then get into our Royal Rumble predictions. So...
Yeah.
And if you wanted to know what happened on SmackDown and Raw this week, just watch our episode of last week. There's really no difference.
SmackDown was good.
Yep.
SmackDown wasn't too bad.
I guess.
Raw!
But I agree with you, Geek. Whenever Royal Rumble comes around, all of a sudden I'm like Team WWE. I'm like so into it.
Exactly.
I haven't given a shit about it all year, but now that it's WrestleMania season, I'm like all for it.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's going to be people, and it's their opinion, they're going to be calling me, especially after that rant last week, calling me a sellout, or I'm selling out the AEW cause, or
you sold out. You sold out.
Yeah, I didn't sell out. I bought in.
There we go.
There we go.
I sold out the Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
But it's just hard. I'm a wrestling fan. This is fun wrestling. You can have brand loyalty. I respect that, but I like good wrestling. I like whatever can provide me with good wrestling in any way I can get it. Be it a Royal Rumble, an AEW, a New Japan, be it old wrestling on the WWE Network. I will pay and seek out good wrestling if it's out there.
But also, there's no other pay-per-view that's more fun.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as fun, yeah, it's the most. Now I would say probably
in terms of Rumble, honestly, it's fun. I
will say my favorite time of the year in wrestling is G1 Climax time because it's like essentially having an NXT takeover every day for a month. But as far as fun and excitement, this outranks
for
the
like
G1
a one-night event, and now that you have two Rumbles, like men and female,
and there's been a couple
of times fun.
Yeah.
But
there's been a couple of times that the Royal Rumble has honestly been better than Mania a couple of times. There's nothing wrong with just a good old battle royale, and it's just perfect.
Especially when it's done this way.
You have the legends coming, and it's like, oh, I don't know. And now in this case, NXT possibly. So who knows?
Right. So, but let's start talking Dynamite. The way they kicked Dynamite off was Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston.
Holy shit, what a match.
God, that was
I love this match. This was probably, I think, this is probably Eddie Kingston's best match other than maybe his debut against Cody, which was hardcore. This was a great match. I love this match. Love the story they told. Love how they used Jake the Snake at the end.
I was going to say, I kind of like
this match was better than the Kingston and Moxley match. That's not saying that there wasn't a good story being told with the Kingston Moxley match, but this was better than that.
Well, Archer kind of carried it a little bit by he was doing the old school Undertaker thing, but then he turned it into like a backflip. I was like, damn, that was tight.
That was Archer's underrated. Archer's definitely very underrated as a talent.
But I'm enjoying him a little bit more as like a badass face than like a heel. Right. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I like him in the position like this where it's like Kingston's obviously going to be the bad guy, but like Archer being like kind of like a enforcer. This match is great though.
I'm not going to say that I enjoy him more in the good role compared to the bad, but I'm saying he can wrestle as both characters. I did like at first, just him being him having the character with evil Jake the Snake. I really like that, but eventually people are gonna love Jake the Snake because he's Jake the Snake. As good and as evil as Jake can portray himself, eventually people are gonna go, "Fuck yeah, Jake the Snake," But yeah, awesome match. Just great stuff all the way around. Next up, we have the Varsity Blondes versus Chris Jericho and MJF. This was okay. I
thought it was great. Jericho,
okay.
The way he finished the match too was funny as well.
I don't know. I guess I'm not going to say it was bad or disappointing. I guess I just don't. I thought it was okay. That's not me trying to slight the talent. I love Brian Pillman Jr. I love the fact that we're getting to see him more on Dynamite. I love the fact that he got a match with Chris Jericho. That's cool as hell. But I just I don't know. Just
like the way Jericho did his perfect moonsault and then just smiled in the camera while he got the win.
I did like that. That was good.
Letting everyone know.
But yeah, it was okay. Nothing bad, nothing good. It's okay. There was a great John Moxley interview where he says he's a simple man. He likes his beer cold. He likes his coffee hot, and he likes sex in the morning. So
Renee's just like, God damn it! John, stop telling people about her sex life at home.
Backstage again. I swear I thought they were reviving backstage for some reason.
To what backstage?
WWE backstage. They're reviving it.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I never watched it. And having CM Punk on there was no more of an incentive to watch it. So there you go.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, kind of bombed.
That's my opinion. And yeah, just
Yeah, I agree with everything John Moxley says, and I do mean everything.
there you go.
Anyway, this is a kids show.
No, it is not
Sort of.
made for kids. I
No.
marked on there it's not made for kids.
Whatever.
So, Cody Rhodes responds to Shaquille O'Neal.
This is gonna be my first. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this before we.
See, we can even criticize AEW. We just like we.
I'm gonna say this before we just completely go into a rant on it when it happens.
Yeah.
I like Shaq. I appreciate the fact that Shaq, for years, has wanted to wrestle, has always been saying, "You're gonna do me in Big Show. You're gonna do me in Big Show. You're gonna do me in Shaquille O'Neal." He's always wanted to wrestle. WWE's never let him. He's employed by the same network that airs AEW. They're both on TNT. This will get new eyeballs on the product because people. I'm not a big basketball fan. In fact, I think it's the worst sport in the world other than soccer. But anyways, that's another. I don't like it.
Hey, watch it.
I stand by it.
Talking about the soccer part.
I stand by both. But I get that there's a huge fan base out there that this could help draw in, especially when they start having stuff on ESPN, on the NBA, on TNT. Yeah, this can help the company. And, for all the people, and Cody's still in kind of his no-win situation where by him doing this, he's a piece of shit that, is taking the attention from somebody who could get the rub from Shaq. Or he's, I guess it's better Cody take kind of this bullet than... We'd be complaining if this were like John Moxley in this match, or Kenny, or the Bucks, or anyone else kind of complaining. At least with Cody, it's like one of those, okay, if he has to do some business with the celebrity, Cody's going to be just fine.
Yeah, Cody's a rock star. He can do what he wants.
I like the fact they turned it into a tag match, which was probably supposed to originally be Brandy, but, she got pregnant. Pregnancy seems to be in the...
I never heard her talk before, I don't think, but goddamn, with her little accent, she's hot as shit. I want to see her. This match will be okay. That they're going to put it like in the middle of the card too, and the entrances will be the best part of the entire thing.
Yeah,
Cody's going to have a big entrance and blah blah. But I don't know, man. It'll be fun. That's all I can say about it.
I mean, I'm not looking forward to it. It's probably the match I'm looking forward to the least at Revolution, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Shaq officially confirmed it, I guess, during like the award show.
Yeah,
he said, "You want to fight? Let's just do it in March," or whatever he said. Whatever the date was.
We had a couple segments, maybe not necessarily in this order. We had a couple segments. One with Darby and Sting, hyping up the fact that Sting will be wrestling at Revolution. I don't know if they're going to go in a cinematic direction for that or not.
I think it would have to be.
I don't know.
It's a street fight, right?
It is a street fight, but I mean, here's my idea. And I don't know if they'll do this, but here's my idea. Start it cinematic and then maybe end it in the ring so that way the crowd that is there for Revolution can kind of get that woohoo Sting kind of moment, Like all you have to do is just get out there, few shots, a scorpion death drop, a scorpion death lock, coffin drop in the ring. That's all you need. You can film everything else, just have it eventually spill out into the ring, and there you go.
I thought they meant that there's going to be a rematch, but it's in a street fight. I actually didn't think Taz and Sting, they were actually going to fight. It's like, as much as I would absolutely love to see this, hoping it would be like the 90s or even Impact 2000s or something, I don't know, AEW 2021 Sting fighting, like, I don't know.
I feel like it was inevitably going to happen. I feel like AEW is going to protect Sting. Do I worry about Sting? Absolutely I do. But I also kind of think that, hey, if somebody's going to look out for his best interest, it's going to be AEW. Maybe not have him lose to Triple H in his first match, and then have someone, even though I'm a fan of this person, give him a fucking buckle bomb when he's in his late 60s or late 50s.
Can we not give him a buckle bomb? No high impact spots at all.
Just some chair butts, some some weapon shots. Not even any real bumps. He can get away with that.
Sting, our idea for the match is I want to choke slam you to the outside of the ring. No.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking just
Obi, Michelle, and Miss are in here. What's up, guys?
I don't think I want to meet Sting in a wheelchair.
No.
Because
so I'm gonna hit you in the head with a chair. No. We're just gonna film it.
Fine brings up a good point, which I'll get to here in a minute, about Hangman Page, but he wrestled Ryan Nemeth, who right before the pandemic started, I saw him as an opening act for his brother Dolph Ziggler at his comedy comedy show.
Oh no shit! How was he?
Wait, seriously?
The kind of humor he used was very much like it was situational. Like, he had this, like, entrance, and, like, we're just kind of clapping. He's like, hey, guys, just letting you know that camera back there, that's the WWE Network. So can we do this again, but, have, like, more energy or something, and we do it. And then, like, he's trying to set something up, but then, like, keeps messing up. And he's like, he takes ideas from the audience, but, like, he botches it. And then keeps, like, going. Gotta get the big entrance. It's like, okay, hey, now you get mad at this person. You get mad at this person. And then he messes up. And they keep, like, the music is, like, they play it 3 times. It's Kickstart My Heart. And then he, like, finally, like, okay, one more time, let's do it all again. And then they play Had a Bad Day. And he just kind of slinks out there. And he's like, hey, guys, thanks for coming. Here comes our first act. And they had, like, a girl go first and then Dolph. So it's like, here's this... I can't remember her name. I think her name's like Jamie. I can't remember her name. But yeah, that was like his set, and then she went, and then Dolph went, and it's all right. No Jim Gaffigan or John Mulaney, but it was all right. But wrestled Ryan Nemeth. It wasn't a bad match. I enjoyed the match. Hangman's a star, and Miss Ace has an interesting theory. What's up, Obi? Page went down the bad guy tunnel last week because he said he can't join the Dark Order. He went through the bad guy tunnel because he thought he did something wrong and bad. Maybe. I mean, they're all about subtlety. The one thing I do want to mention about Hangman Page is, AEW's done such a good job with stables. There's kind of the whatever's going on with the Good Brothers, Callis, Kenny, and the Young Bucks. Kind of this weird, it's not all played out what kind of stable that is. You have the Nightmare family with Cody and Dustin, everybody. You have Team Taz, you have Sting and Darby's alliance, you have the Inner Circle. You have a lot of factions. So, which is good. I don't mind the fact that there's factions. Like, that's cool. I like that idea. The fact that Hangman's like one of the few, can't forget about Dark Order, but there's one of the few lone wolves out there, that's good. Like, that makes Hangman stand out. It's something that I think is going to really benefit Hangman down the road. What's up?
Oh, hang on.
Nope. Think we have any
I wrote a joke on the way to work.
What's that joke?
Can you hear it?
Sorry, guys.
Me and Ray were talking about being born when we were. Sometimes our moms would just leave us in the car when they would go shopping, and that was acceptable,
Right.
Nowadays, you can't leave a kid in the car, but I was adventurous. Yeah, I'd like to always be safe, and that's probably why I like to jack off with condoms on, because I don't want to catch anything. Come on. Give me... I'll be here until Friday.
Sure. I actually just realized that...
Okay, then.
Yeah,
I see there's 8 people in the chat. I expect this to go down to 1 and it be me now.
But
let's get back on track.
First off, I didn't know.
No matter how much you hate me, I hate myself even more. I'll be
Come
here
on now, you're
Friday.
depressing me. Okay, easy on a point. Let's go.
Anyways, sorry, I had to take care of something. Yeah, for I don't know. I really just don't think Adam Page is really gonna join anybody. He just wants to be him.
I think that's good. Yeah, I don't want him to join
To me,
anybody.
no,
This is good.
Same here. I mean, unless he's gonna be the real evil genius and bringing the real Bullet Club to AEW, but obviously that won't happen.
Or at least I hope it doesn't. We don't need the real Bullet Club.
But speaking of the Bullet Club, we had an awesome tag team match.
Well, we're not to that yet because we have a match that was better than that match.
Never mind.
Match of the night: Jungle Boy versus Dax Harwood. Fucking Jungle Boy! I've been waiting since this match happened to say that. Fucking Jungle Boy. God, it was great.
Honestly, yeah.
He is the fucking dude.
Honestly, yeah, that match was just insane.
Well, yeah, we've been saying that Jungle Boy is probably not only is he a star in the making, but they always make him look strong.
Miss Ace unsubscribed. Miss Ace unsubscribed. He said he was just kidding, but still, my point remains.
We got one LOL. See, as long as one person out of the 8 laughs, that's enough to keep me going.
It's not that it was like bad. It was just kind of like you didn't know how to read your room.
All I'm gonna do is pass the hat around, and if you guys want to throw a tip in there, that's all I'm saying.
You do not know how to read the room, Eric. You do not know how to read the room. Oh yeah, but this is so fucking great.
Yeah, I forgot
this was so good.
I forgot this was a handcuff match too, because apparently Luchasaurus had Tully and Cash handcuffed.
Right.
And then, well, of course, like the number one cliche in all of pro wrestling happens, a post-match assault.
Well, but the post-match assault was good. You know, like this is good tactics. You know, like, okay, Jungle Boy won clean as a whistle, but the bad guys were able to get the last laugh, and they're able to, you know, the one thing that the Horsemen were very good at is when they would lose a match, they could come on TV and they could just spin it to where they're like, no, why are you saying that, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, we saw Tully, like, what was it, throwing salt or something? Or
threw salt in there. Cut the horns off Luchasaurus' mask.
Oh, I almost thought they were going to, take his mask off. It was like, oh boy.
I don't think they're going to do that, but, like, you know, they have and they have their, like, excuse for why it's okay they lost because it wasn't a tag match, it was a single. Like, they're tag team specialists. They don't do this. So it's like, you want to talk about, like, something, like, booked almost to perfection? That was booked almost to perfection right there. Oh, yes. That was great stuff.
Also, Tully just, like, jumping from the turnbuckles.
Oh, yeah. I marked out pretty hard for him reprising his role like he used to do with the Brainbusters with Arn, and that's fucking great. Love that.
Yeah, Jungle Boy's a star.
Jungle Boy is a fucking star.
Oh, yeah.
When all this would have began, if you would have told me that Jungle Boy would be the person to really break out of Jurassic Express over Luchasaurus. I've talked about Luchasaurus in the past, but now Jungle Boy is definitely proving that he's at least going to be TV champion someday, if not possibly a world champion down the road. He's the future.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah.
So we have women's match next. We have Shanna versus Dr. Britt Baker.
Luke Perry would be so proud right now.
He would
God
be.
rest his soul.
I really like this match. I think it's probably one of Britt's better matches. Especially, in general, like, it's a good Britt Baker match, and I know Britt's strengths are not really so much with her in the ring, but more so her character. But I like Shanna. Really like the Dragon Ball Z gear. That's great. But
Shanna's really good too.
She's really good.
She is yeah.
She's
legit.
Watch anime.
It's good.
Unless your name is Castlevania.
But it's yeah, I just really like this match. Like, you know, sometimes, like, when a match is just a good little match, a good little TV match, there's not really a whole lot left to say about it. Yeah, so just like, it's a good match.
I just can't wait for Baker versus Rosa, because that's just going to be...
when
are they going to do that?
She's going to be amazing.
They haven't officially announced anything, but when it happens... Oh, no, they did, right?
They did, because Thunder Rose came out after the match.
Rosa Baker at Beach Break.
Yeah.
That's right. It's going to be great.
One of AEW's, I guess...
I agree, Michelle. I'm a Thunder Rosa fan.
Pay-per-views.
Yeah, You have a good segment where Team Taz beat down the merch guy for having Sting and Darby stuff, but no Team Taz stuff. I thought was a good. I kind of like the Team Taz act. I think that's a very underrated act that doesn't get a lot of credit. Being around things like Kenny's Little Alliance and the Dark Order, and the Inner Circle. Like, people forget about Team Taz, but it's a good group that's helping out a lot of guys, and Taz is not bad in his managerial role. So, I like the segment, and I like what they're doing with Team Taz. So finally, we go to the main event. We have.
Just a side note. Before we got on the air, and I was watching Darby and Sting's promo. I found it just odd. I thought, I'm. What the hell do they call themselves? Like
hoodlums.
Hoodlums.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you guys did a thing, and I don't know what to think of it. I thought that was just a little awkward.
I thought
it's just a bonding moment with the stepdad.
Yeah. But again, it's like, do they really have to prove it? Where it's like you throw a skateboard through a window, Sting's beating a window with his bat.
It's kind of trying to. It was trying to prove they're kindred spirits. You may have your skateboard, I have my bat, but we're kindred spirits. We're the same kind of spirit from two different eras. And, because, the whole point of Darby's character is, he says he's half dead. Well, the whole point of what became of the Sting's character was it pretty much was the Crow. Everything he loved was taken away. His friends turned on him. The company he loved was overtaken with evil, So, he became the Dark Soul, the flashy Sting that once captured your hearts and imagination was gone. And it was just, I don't know, I kind of liked, maybe it wasn't, I'm not going to say it's up there with, best promo ever, but I am going to say, it was good, kind of going hey, Darby and Sting, they're kind of, like I said, kindred spirits.
I just don't want to see Sting take any goddamn bumps from Cage or from Starks or from whoever, but
Taz
or
I don't want to see Taz take any bumps. But yeah,
I got to put over Cage because he's going to be the future. So I'm going to take a power bomb to a car top. No, Sting. Just do
unless it's a cinematic match where we can kind of
style match. We'll be fine.
I do think Sting might for his last match, do a real in the ring match, not just cinematic style. So he can be like, hey, go out on his own terms. If he is
61 goddamn years old. Well, me and my brother were just talking about this because on the Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises comic book, Batman is 55 years old and they make him seem like he's 82 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And my brother was like, whoa, Batman's going through a lot. I'm like, yeah, but Sting just returned and he's 61 and going to wrestle next week or whatever.
Right.
It's just one of those things.
And before we forget to this main event, MJF and Sammy had a great segment. Sammy's going to be a top good guy very, very soon. And also with the Dragon Ball Z theme, he had a Majin Buu hat on. So, main event time, really good 8-man tag with the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks and the Dark Order. You're mad to see the Dark Order lose now, which is just
I was pissed.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed in a good way. I wasn't pissed in
how many fucking times do the Young Bucks need to put themselves? I don't need to see them win on TV every week. I know, I get they're great on pay-per-view. Okay, fine, whatever. You guys are also the head of the company, and if you're a fan, you've been watching them for years.
You can't. You're kind of in a. I mean,
Stop
we all
burying want the talent.
They're not. You don't know Burial. That's not a burial. They.
But every week, it's like they did it to Private Party. They bring the Acclaimed up from Dark.
Yeah, now look at Private Party. They are
every week their Bucks are winning. I don't need to see. I know they're the champions and stuff, so I don't need to see them on TV every week wrestle or whatever. But it's like
you can't.
This is a great match with great spots and stuff, but yet the Bucks in the end still take it away.
Match, though.
I don't think.
I agree. I just don't want to see the Bucks win.
Let me put something on the flip side of this for you. if the Bucks lose to Dark Order and they're setting up a match with either the Good Brothers or some other tag team not called the Dark Order, so what does that do for what the Bucks look like going into that match? Sometimes a team just has to go down, and unfortunately in this case it was Dark Order. I was mad as a fan, but I was mad in a good way. Dark Order, unless Dark Order loses all the time, they're gonna be
couldn't
just
one of the
fine.
Good Brothers have won then? Like, why do the Bucks always have to like stick to like at this point? It's like that Family Guy quote where they're insisting upon themselves. It's like
honestly though, despite the loss, and when you just watch like the last few moments of the match, like Dark Order was just on fire. Like you could see, there's so much potential that one day the entire group is probably going to own AEW. Someone's going to be the world champion. Who knows? Maybe it's Exalted 1 2. TNT championship, I would likely give that to Johnny Hungy. And of course, tag team titles, that's going to go to Grayson and Uno. But yeah, if Brody was still with us, he would definitely be world champion of this year. To show that,
Miss Ace brings up a good point, but I'm also thinking there might be building to something more. But yeah,
I'm just noticing it more and more. And like I said last night, I double ordered fucking like an idiot. I double ordered line 4, so I went back and checked everything. And then I've noticed like the Elite, like how Miss Michelle's saying, I'm liking them less and less the more they're getting variants in the line when other people should have that spot. Whatever. It's just like, dude, you guys just take a break. Like just.
I will say this again, kind of, to kind of definitely lose my internet street cred. It's funny you're saying you're getting sick of the Young Bucks winning all the time, but like the Young Bucks get the pass when the Elite win. The Young Bucks and Kenny get the pass because they're the Young Bucks and Kenny. They're the exciting best bout.
Well, I'll never complain about their matches. I'm not going to be that guy going.
Right.
Fuck this bullshit. I love their matches. I don't need to see them going over teams over and over and over.
I don't think they're burying anybody, and I don't think that's wrong. I just think it's like funny on the internet. Bucks win every week, whatever. Kenny wins every week, whatever. Cody doesn't just lose the belt to the first like random call up that comes to his open challenge. Cody's burying everybody, so I think it's kind of funny just to hear you say that you think that in a way the Young Bucks are burying people. I don't believe that. I don't feel that way, but because that's like. No, the Young Bucks and Kenny can get away with it. It's fucking Cody's the man with the shovel.
Right. But I mean, like I said, like, especially being fans of it, these guys are the VIPs. They're already the champions. Do I need to see them week after week to stay? And I like the fact that they're bringing people like the Acclaimed or whatever, the Spotlight, like bringing them up to have a match with. But bringing them up just to beat them, it's like, even if it's a great match or whatever, and even if you guys are letting them get a lot of offense in, at the end of the day, you're still winning. So it's almost just like watching Triple H back in the day, or watching Cena in the back.
Here's the difference.
It's just like
I'm gonna
after a while, it stops getting fun because they're going to win.
Here's where I'm going to completely disagree. I'm going to put over another YouTube channel that looked at all of Jeff Jarrett's world title reigns in TNA. Jeff Jarrett, like, that is burial. Jeff Jarrett was burying people. Jeff Jarrett would, he would get hit with three styles clashes and kick out of all three, and then beat them after one stroke. You know what I mean? And nobody looked good wrestling Jeff Jarrett. Or Triple H would pedigree Booker T. They both essentially take a fucking nap, and him cover Booker T with one arm and still win. That is a burial, at least in the cases of Cody, of Kenny, of the Bucks. Yes, they're bringing up people, and yes, they are beating people. But there are moments of the match where that other person is this close to beating them, and they look better, and they are elevated in defeat. Whereas compared to what I feel are legit burials with Triple H and Jeff Jarrett, the other talent literally gave all they have, finisher upon finisher upon finisher upon finisher on Jeff Jarrett and Triple H, and they still lost, and they walked out looking like lost, in some cases cleanly, except in Jarrett's case, he'd use a guitar. That to me is actual burial, because not only did nobody look good, but Jeff Jarrett and Triple H, the other talent was looked like complete crap. Whereas at least in
They
the
are
case, at least
they
in the
are
case of
making them
these,
look
the other
good.
team is being made to look good, and you're going, huh? You know, they just got brought up
Right.
from dark. You know, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, they'll be the ones to be good. You know,
I feel like we need a watch
Yeah.
party of what we just described.
Babzor's in the house. What's up, man?
But can we at least admire that, like, in the end, you know, with Phoenix like coming out trying to attack the Good Brothers and everything, and then
Thank you,
of course
Miss
Mox
Ace.
coming to the
You're the one
rescue.
other person that knows about Inoki probably in the chat room, so we're on the same page there, bud. I'm sorry, Easy. I had to
But
recognize that
anyways,
point.
no, it's okay. But can we at least admire how Phoenix landed his diving attack on the Good Brothers, and then he ends up sitting on the guardrails? Like, okay, I gave him credit for like. I don't know any other superstar that could probably do that other than
Oh no, Ray
anyone
Phoenix
who
is
has probably
amazing.
wrestled in
And I really liked, you know, how Kenny was going to look into like use his boots that he, you know, used to injure the eye, and then he just gets hit with a paradigm shift and he's out. Like that was
probably
good. That was good.
That was probably the greatest paradigm shift I've ever seen in my whole life. The way he just like stood up there with his whole body still in the air. It's like, oh my god! I was like,
I get what you're saying, Michelle. I get what you're saying.
Like literally just one kick, paradigm shift, and then Kenny just looks like, yeah, fatality.
Yeah, pretty much. One hit wonder right there. So we're gonna transition out of Dynamite. And we're going to get to our Royal Rumble predictions. I am gonna reiterate, just starting tonight after we finish up here. I will be posting on the social media pages the contest. We will be doing a prediction contest as normal for the major WWE pay-per-views and the AEW pay-per-views. So pretty much rules are pretty simple. You get a point for a correct answer. And title matches are worth 2 points because you not only got to pick the winner, you got to pick whether they win the title or win by DQ. So, all-time match worth 2 points, and our prizes are as follow. Third place is just a comic book. Or actually, you know what? It's the Royal Rumble. We're going to do this a little different. Third place is a comic book and a figure. Second place is 3 comic books and a figure. And first place is how it has been: DVD, T-shirt, 3 comic books, a figure, and if it's not Eric, a special bonus prize. And if anybody guesses both Royal Rumble winners correctly, they just get a comic book as a, hey, thanks for playing. So definitely keep your eye on the social media pages to enter the contest. You might be able to win a comic book.
And I'll be throwing in 2 free tickets to my show tomorrow that has been moved, as been now been notified from my assistant here. Stay tuned for the show dates. They might be coming up in 2 weeks' time, and I will be announcing them on my social media.
He doesn't have social media. But anyway, let's get to these here predictions. And, also, you're competing against Eric. You want to make sure he doesn't win, because if he wins, well, then you don't win. And you also don't get a cool little bonus poster prize. All right. Are we ready? And also, if there's more matches announced on SmackDown, just edit your comment. You have until 5:00 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday to get your predictions posted on social media. You have to post them. You cannot DM me. That'd be public record, so no one can think I'm trying to cheat for people. All right, first match: WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus unsafe Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Easy, who you got and why?
My why is, why is this match happening again? But anyways, I'll just go into a deeper detail. Honestly,
wait, really quick, before you give your prediction, Easy, do you think this match is going to happen before or after the Rumble for the women?
Oh, please let this be before any Rumble match. Please. Well, actually, hang on. The women's Rumble was the main event Oh no, I'm thinking 2019. Never mind. Honestly, yeah, I think this year it's gonna be like the men's rumble first and the women's rumble as the main event. But
we could.
I don't know.
Well, I don't
with
think that's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Well, again, like the men's was the main event last year, so it makes sense that I think this year it should be the women's.
Oh yeah, I agree. I just don't think the men's is gonna open the show. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be the first match.
Men's is not opening the show. That's a part.
Yeah, I do agree. The women's should be the main event this year, but I also don't think it's gonna be the first match on the card.
No,
but
But anyways, I'm sadly gonna say Nia Jax Baszler because it's like, look, let Asuka and Flair be the respected champions. I was really unsure about like why they were tag team champions to begin with, and yeah, honestly, I just let them be champions on their own realm. And then I also just realized Sasha Banks is the SmackDown Women's Champion, but still, just I can't get behind the Asuka Flair thing. I just don't.
Okay.
Not a good combo. So,
well,
yeah, Nia Jax Baszler, please, because at least that's the one title we could put on Shayna Baszler.
Eric, your official pick?
I think Jax and Baszler are going to win, but that's why I was asking because besides Asuka, Flair, Jax, and Baszler are all included in the Women's Royal Rumble. So I think that Jax and Baszler are going to win, but then in the Rumble immediately have a falling out and then whatever. But Flair and Asuka do not need the belts. I don't know why they have them right now. Asuka's the champion, so it's like. But I think Flair is definitely going to surpass Jackson Baszler. Like they might even knock each other out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're definitely going to win.
Just on Twitter, I'll be posting the tweet with the card. Just tweet at me your predictions, and we'll go from there. But that's how you participate.
Yeah,
I know two women
I officially
wrestlers.
predict Jack and Baszler.
I'm going Jackson Baszler as well. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like the other two are kind of. Yeah, they're gonna need their focus on singles matches going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna pick them to win the Rumble, but I feel like they're gonna be focused on singles matches going into Mania.
I know two women. I know a certain team that would be iconic for these tag team championships, but some brainless writers think no, let's break them up because no, we don't. I don't think the audience cares.
We're talking about this again, Easy.
I'm still salty about it.
You gotta be joking me. We're talking about this again?
Yes.
Totally didn't pick it up. Totally didn't pick up on it.
We were at the same Mania. You and I saw it, okay? The Iconics win the tag team champions.
You totally did not pick up on my pun. I went, you gotta be joking me. We're talking about this again? Yeah, okay. I did mine a little more dry.
I know. I saw mine, and I was getting dramatic. Just like the Iconics.
All right, so...
Anyways, moving on.
According to Wikipedia, we got next singles match for the WWE Championship. The champion, Drew McIntyre, versus Goldberg. Easy! Who do you have and why?
I think Easy's laughing.
The referee.
What's your beef with Drew? Okay. What's your beef with Drew, especially after the podcast that dropped and how you said Drew shouldn't have won last year? What's the beef with Drew?
See, I don't know. I just felt like there could have been other people who won it, but clearly with Drew winning it, that's great. He turned into a champion. Awesome. You know what? Good for him. But does he have to fight somebody who had no idea what the hell he was doing, nor did anybody else, in Saudi Arabia? Like, oh my god.
Why?
Goldberg,
remember Keenan and Kel back in the day?
You're making us
why? That's what I'm thinking.
He said a lot of lockers in his head. You guys give him some credit.
To me, no. I'm sorry. I don't care.
So just pick a winner.
Goldberg. Why are we trying to set up Goldberg Lesnar Part 4? Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that out loud because someone might be listening. And
so are you picking Goldberg to win, or are you picking Drew McIntyre to win?
I'm picking. I don't give two shits. But sure, McIntyre.
Okay.
No DQ.
I don't care.
All right. It's not no DQ. But who is your pick for this one?
Ooh,
Eric.
Man, this is hard because, like I said, so far I haven't really been watching WWE all year, and when I have, it's been really disappointing. They've only been building storylines recently because of COVID and because of whatever, and only superstars are available. I get it, whatever. But I cannot imagine Goldberg going into Mania as the champion. I can imagine Drew doing it, but I also can't imagine Goldberg losing. So it's hard. Maybe do they have another pay-per-view on the way to Mania? They have to, right?
I think they have like a fast lane or something. Yeah.
Which, by the way, is going to be on Peacock now, but that's going to be a whole other conversation afterwards.
Hey, I don't fucking.
But no, it's
I
not
love it on
Fastlane.
Peacock because I get Peacock and WWE Network. I love that idea. I don't. Cool. I get The Office and I get old WCW. Cool.
But apparently, a certain sports network is a little pissed off about it, and they actually might get banished.
Okay.
So,
I get The
man,
Office,
this
I get
might
Parks
actually be a no
I get
DQ.
WCW, and I get Jim Crockett Promotions. I'm cool.
Yep.
Is it no DQ? According to Wikipedia, it isn't.
I don't know,
According to Wikipedia,
man.
that's always accurate.
I'm trying to think of a way that either of these guys settle this, like legit with a pin. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg's gonna take a pin.
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer.
Drew's gonna take a pin from Goldberg after 10 seconds and then gets one spear and that's it.
The Fiend comes out.
WWE would do that. That's their style.
Nope. I'm saying the Fiend comes out, ruins it both. Drew.
Maybe
Fiend,
Miz comes
Mania.
out and like he promised on Raw, he said, I'm gonna cash in, so it's gonna be a 3-way, and then Miz takes the pin. But does that mean Goldberg or McIntyre win? I think you know what. I think that is gonna happen actually.
Okay, so you're going
McIntyre will pin the Miz. So I'm gonna say Drew wins by pin, but not necessarily Goldberg.
Drew wins, Miz cash in. Okay, so you got to get a Miz cash in and a Drew win to get both points. Okay.
I'm gonna say that Miz cashes in officially. Miz, not Morrison doing it for him. Blah blah blah. Miz cashes in and takes the pin from Drew. That way Goldberg doesn't have to. Yeah, because there's no way that they're gonna let.
I can actually get behind the Drew Miz at Mania.
Yeah. So in order,
Goldberg will make himself look bad. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So in order to do that, in order to get the point, Eric, Miz has to cash in and Drew has to win. That's how you get the 2 points in this one.
Yeah.
If Drew just wins and there's no Miz cash in, you only get 1 point.
Okay.
All right. So the next match is the other side of things. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. Last man standing match. Easy, who you got and why? I'm picking Adam Pearce, personally. That's what I want.
Hey, you stole my joke! Ah! Damn it, I was going to say that.
Picking Adam Pearce! Oh, Black Betty, bam, a lamb, that's what I want!
I'm actually going with Kevin Owens on this.
Really? That's bold. That is bold.
Hey, what do you expect? But hey, you got to back up your Canadians. But no, I just feel like I think Kevin Owens could actually make great use out of becoming Universal Champion again. But I kind of want to put in my own little creative perspective here that I think Kevin wins with Uso screwing Reigns over. Like, Roman looks like he's about to beat Kevin Owens, and then suddenly just super kick out of nowhere. Uso knocks him out, and that sets up a little match between the two of them at WrestleMania. I don't know.
I respect your logic. I just kind of feel like... I love Kevin Owens, but I feel like now that Roman's found his stride is in this role, He's the best he's ever been. I feel like it'd be a bad idea to halt his momentum going into WrestleMania. I'm going Roman Reigns, me personally. He's retaining this time. You gotta let him take this to WrestleMania. You just got to. But Eric,
there could always be a rematch on either SmackDown or Fastlane.
Rather than do that, I think they just let him run with it. But you're right. But still, but Eric, you're the one everybody's competing against.
I'm gonna say Roman. Only like I would agree that Owens might have won, other than the fact that I guess it's a last man standing match too, so they're not gonna allow Roman to lose, especially not get up after a count of 10 or whatever and make him look big like that. Owens will get a great match out of it. He'll look super strong. He'll look great, but he's not gonna win.
Right, exactly. All right, next, according to Wikipedia, is the Women's Royal Rumble match, and so far the women that have been announced for the match are Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. Easy, who are you picking in this one? It can be an announced name, it can be an unannounced name. Who are you picking?
Call me crazy for this, and I know she just had a kid, but just hear me out. Becky Lynch.
Okay.
That
would be tough. It's possible. It'd be possible.
It is possible.
She did just have the kid, and me being unable to have children and get pregnant, I don't know what it's like right after you have a child.
Okay, fine.
So I don't know, but
no, I've heard of like actresses and shit. They'll have a kid and like shoot a movie like a week later. Like,
but I will put Becky as my surprise entry. It sucks when we want to have a crowd, but let's just see.
So is that who you're picking as your winner, or just a surprise?
Okay, for my actual winner, and god damn it, I can't believe I'm saying this part, Alexa Bliss. I feel like you're building her up so strong to be in this crazy knockoff Harley Quinn schoolgirl. But you know what? If she wins the Rumble, it would actually be a lot better because she can equal herself to the same success that the Fiend is getting. Excuse me. And I can actually see her just set up a great match with either Asuka or even Sasha Banks.
I'm also going with Alexa Bliss in this one. It's a cold day in hell. I'm agreeing with EZ. But Eric, who are you picking and why? Because you're the one that got to beat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up to my camera so you're not thinking I'm just copying. But yeah, I chose Alexa Bliss too because
Alexa Bliss across the board.
Based on just the storylines that they've been throwing lately. And is Rumble gonna be live in front of a crowd? No, huh? It's gonna be in the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Yep.
So they'll be able to transform her and do all that stupid shit that they want to do. But yeah, Bliss is going to be able to. She can headline Mania. I believe it. She's good.
Okay.
But the way her character is going right now and the story that they're doing with it, I think she's going to win.
I got a timeout on this one. Like, why do we not have fans for Rumble? Like, I'm hearing we're getting fans for Mania, but it's like, okay,
there might be some red tape that we're not aware of as little people.
AEW has had a socially distant crowd for how many months now, and
they've also been outdoors.
They're also outside.
Yeah, compared to the Thunder.
Does WWE not want to do the same thing?
I don't know how hard it would be to set up the Thunderdome outside.
Well, no, just a crowd, just something.
I don't know.
If you got to make it old school, like old school Raw or something, I'd be okay with it. But just let there be fans finally, especially if they're in Florida with like the worst COVID.
Yeah, because even NXT has like the wrestlers around the ring with just like the glass or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. I don't know that's
and there's
something above my pay grade.
There is an outdoor stadium out in the St. Petersburg area that is Al Lang Stadium. It houses about 7,000 people. You can easily just fit like a small amount of crowd in there. It's in St. Petersburg. You can still get fans to just attend or something. But, I feel like at this point it's like, okay, you've been doing this. I don't mind the Thunderdome concept because I do think it's pretty cool. But at some point, it's like, when are you going to finally allow the fans to come back? I mean, you're going to have Mania
I think
be in Raymond James Stadium, which is how the Super Bowl.
I think part of their logic is they're going to welcome their fans back with WrestleMania. I could see that kind of being like a, hey,
Why
it's
not
WrestleMania.
Rumble,
I could see it
Rumble
being
is just as equally as big as Mania.
Yes, it is, but it's not considered the It's just as big of a deal. Is it just as big of a deal to get to the Super Bowl as it is to, the Super Bowl itself? Maybe, but I think more people look at the Super Bowl as the bigger thing. So I can see WWE's logic in, hey, our first time we're having fans back, it's WrestleMania. I can see that kind of being their welcome back, biggest show of the year kind of thing.
Okay, then.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying I can kind of see the logic. I can connect a few dots.
Well, all I'm saying is with not a live crowd and with the Thunderdome exclusively, they have a lot more room to play with stuff like Alexa Bliss,
right? Exactly.
And her newly found theatrics to find a way to win. But they're even with surprise entrants, even with old school people, even with whatever. I can't see anyone else winning other than her because maybe Charlotte, but she's already won.
I'm going to I'm going to Alexa Bliss. It's Alexa Bliss across the board. Let's get to the men's Royal Rumble match. So far, the names announced are Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Otis, The Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, John Morrison, Sheamus, Ali, and Edge.
17 people. It's almost half. Half of the or about half.
Yeah, it's about half. So easy. Who you got and why?
Retribution. Fuck no. I'm going. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with the Fiend.
Son of a bitch! I'm going with the Fiend too. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. It just there's nobody else.
It's like what Eric just went to. Like since they're still in the Thunderdome, they can do some fucking shenanigans shit like to the maximum. Fuck, if somebody's gonna fuck with some shit in the Royal Rumble and you're gonna do some Fiend shit, fucking do some Fiend shit now.
There's really nobody else you can honestly think of that could really top themselves up to compete against McIntyre or Roman Reigns.
I think he'll go after McIntyre, but instead of Roman. But that's besides the point. Well, I know my heart wants Daniel Bryan to win because I think Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns at a WrestleMania. That's people have been wanting to see that for years.
That's gonna happen. But again, your Rumble winner is the Fiend. It's gonna be Fiend.
Yeah,
because I feel like finally Bray Wyatt, Fiend, whatever. I feel like he's finally got to have his proper WrestleMania moments. And if he can finally pull that off as the Fiend, this can finally be like, hey, look, this is our Undertaker 2.0. Like, I'm not trying to compare him.
So you didn't think that was a moment last year at WrestleMania with the cinematic match with Cena?
Oh, obviously that was amazing. But in this case, a championship winning moments, he's got to have this. Like, you put the belt on him once, and it was perfect. Only for him to lose in a stupid pay-per-view nobody bothers to watch unless you live out in the Middle East. Like,
right.
How many opportunities are you going to pass off for him to be a proper world champion without any butchered legends invade because, I don't know, maybe it's just not good enough. There's really nobody else that I can think of that maybe deserves a better Royal Rumble moment than the Fiend.
I'm with you a little bit, at least in terms of I think he's winning.
And also as a quick little footnote here, this is also the first Royal Rumble since we lost Pat Patterson, who created this amazing idea. God rest his soul.
Absolutely.
We love you,
very,
Pat.
very glad at StarCast. They didn't announce the meet and greet with him until way after I was way too overbooked that day. But I am glad passing through the bar, I got to shake Pat Patterson's hand. Very happy about that. Eric, you're the house. They're competing against you. Who are you picking?
I just received a telegram that after the joke that went down earlier, all my live shows have all been but canceled.
Yeah.
But I'll still be appearing in comment sections across the internet for various movies that haven't been released yet.
Cancel culture.
And I will be here every single Thursday at the Just Us Marks TV show. So
just read the room a little better next time.
You know what? What is comedy without a risk? My prediction, and this is going to be edgy.
You're going to get me banned next time you make a joke like that. That's the problem.
I gotta give you guys a warning. Next time. Oh wait, no. What was I saying?
Don't get me banned. That's all I'm asking out of your jokes. Don't get me banned.
Within that joke, just won me an Emmy. If you see it in my camera, I'm holding it up. I just received an award for this. I'm not seeing the camera. Okay. My prediction, based on the storylines going on lately, and like I said, if Drew wins against Goldberg, I can definitely see this, or not against Goldberg, but if he wins with the Goldberg match, pinning the Miz, whatever, the person I can see going on to make Drew look like an extra superstar at Mania, with him going over this person who's been really underrated, in my opinion, through the years, and can, in my opinion, at least spotlight Mania headlining once in his life, if not already. I'm going to give it to Sheamus. I'm going to think that Sheamus is going to win the Rumble. And then whether or not it's because he has a late number, whether or not it's shenanigans on his part, whether or not it's, he like sneaks under the middle, the bottom rope and then hides or whatever. I think Sheamus is going to go on because the storylines is that him and Drew are drinking buddies that fight sometimes, but they're always like brothers where they make it up. I think him winning the Rumble and saying, "Oh, Drew, it's official. Me and you at Mania for the belt," is going to set it over the top. Storyline purposes, it would make sense. Drew can obviously go over Sheamus and look like $1 million coming out. Sheamus can go. He can give Drew a great match, and he can sell great, and he can put on a great offense, and blah blah blah.
Right.
So I don't think the Fiend might definitely make it a Royal Rumble appearance, but I don't think, and he might win. But I'm just going to go for the bold choice to say that Sheamus definitely, and I want to see that.
Sheamus has won the Rumble before.
I was there for that Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was kind of not kind of going tapering off, and kind of also given a small hint of a preview of what the Wednesday podcast, the Geeking Out podcast, might include. But it's kind of one of those, like, it was a.
Maybe that was the ones that I didn't catch up on, because it's always, like I said, there's a lot. 30 30. How many Rumbles have there been so far?
I don't know, but like Sheamus won the Rumble, but it was like when Jericho came back, so like everybody, and he last eliminates Jericho to win it, so everybody's kind of like, wrong guy won, so it kind of took away from Sheamus's Rumble win, because everybody's like, all right, cool, Jericho's gonna win this, yeah, he just came back, he's come back to be in the Royal Rumble, yeah. He lost. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then Sheamus goes on to have one of the stupidest WrestleMania.
We're not going to talk about that. That is a very triggering experience for me. All right. So.
I bet
that's my official prediction. So we'll see what happens.
That's Eric's predictions.
So we got Fiend, and Sheamus. Okay.
All right. So I'll be posting it on social media after the show. So. Must enter on social media. You cannot put your entry on the video. You have to post it in the comments of the Facebook post or the Instagram post, or tweet at me your predictions. And I'll also be reiterating Eric's predictions, which are, again, got to beat him to get the bonus prize. Got to beat the house. Jackson Baszler, new champs. Drew retains with the Miz cash in. Roman Reigns retains. Alexa Bliss, Sheamus, and if they add more matches on SmackDown, just add them to your comment add them to your comment on Instagram or Facebook, or tweet at me the newly added match. I'll be sure to post his. And let's give good luck to everyone, and let's let's give some prizes away, and thank you all for joining us tonight. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content, not just from the world of pro wrestling, but the world of anime, gaming, comic books, and all things geek culture. Follow me and enter on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter, athletic_geek89, Instagram, athleticgeek89, and if you'd like to help this channel out financially, hit me up on Patreon, patreon.com/athleticgeek89. Easy social media, if you please.
All right, guys. So I'm not just a huge wrestling fan, but excuse me, but I do a lot of mental health motivational gigs. Which, by the way, if you are Canadian, it is Bell Let's Talk. For every time you use the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, they donate 5 cents to mental health awareness campaigns. And and I turned the grand old 26 a few days ago on the 26th. So still celebrating that. But anyways, for my social media pages, you can find me at Speakeasy at the following. You have Speakeasy Insta, Speakeasy Snap, Speakeasy TikTok, and Speakeasy Tweets. You can figure out what those social media accounts are.
Hopefully.
But anyways, again, if you do want to find me on Instagram, it is Speakeasy Insta. I'm on Snapchat, unfortunately, at Speakeasy Snap. I'm on TikTok. Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate there.
TikTok. Hey, I remembered it when it used to be called Musical.ly. Those were the good old days. And of course, on Twitter, which has the best community out there, is Speakeasy Tweets. So, and remember, don't use social media to impress people. Use it to impact people. And have fun out there, guys. Be safe.
Really
and
great.
I love these guys so much.
Woo,
Wouldn't be here without
them.
them.
All right, and Eric Wade, he doesn't have any real social media despite his despite all of this, but he does have Mercari. You got anything for sale?
Yep. When I'm down on my luck and I don't want to pay my alimony, I go for Beneful's Dog Chow. Great for your dog and great for yourself.
Okay, that was actually funny. Do
Great
more jokes like that. Great job. But for Eric Wade and EZ, I am the Athletic Geek. We're just marks, and we're out. Have a good one.
I gotta go back and start selling a bunch of stuff on Mercari